Hi there, welcome back to FPL Focus. It's me, Paul, and this is my transfer plans update. I might be going tonight, so I thought I'd share this with you a little earlier than usual, just in case you're going to tell me I've got it all wrong. Right, let me go and show you what I'm thinking about, shall we? Right, okay then, so this is my team as it stands. I did share it with you in the bus team video, and this is it. Now, I have two free, let's have a look at my transfer, things I'm worried about, to be honest with you. Obviously, Pedro is a main concern for me, and then on my bench, I've got Gabriel, who is about to drop in price at some point very soon. And as a result, I think I'm going on my transfers tonight, because I think it's tonight. Here's the team as it stands, and what I'm looking to do is to take these two players out, Gabriel and Pedro. I have debated, by the way, removing Saka or Rashford for a midfielder, an Mbuemo possibly, or a Mitoma. But I don't feel like there's any need to go rushing out this week, if I'm going to be totally honest, just because, if you remember the fixtures, Rashford and Fernandes have got Forest at home. They've had quite a high XG, around about the 4 mark, I think, from the first two games. If you watched the game, I watched the game, and I think I put on my tweet, Bruno was sublime and wasteful in the same game. Rashford just looks completely off it, to be honest with you, so he's nearly gone. And then Saka nearly went last night because he's not on penalties anymore, and I've already got Odegaard in. But Fulham have got one of the leakiest defences. United haven't hit the ground, at all as yet. So I'm hoping there's going to be a big explosion there, and they just don't feel like the right fixtures to take them out for, to be honest with you. So I am going to sort my striker out. I'm going to sort my defender out, and this is what I'm looking at. Exact money, that 0.5 I've got in the bank coming into play for these transfers. But basically, Gabriel would be to Udogi, however you say it, who is, when I watched them the other day, he just kept getting forward. He kept coming into that midfield role, and he was very much in an advanced sort of position. When you look at the fixtures, the next two, they've got Bournemouth this week. He will be my first bench choice this week, but if he comes off and playing against Bournemouth, great. Then they've got Burnley and Sheffield United away, which I am worried about game weeks 4 and 5 for Estupinian. If you have a look, he's playing up against Newcastle and Manchester United, so that is a little bit more concerning, and that gives me some sort of cover there if I want to change them around. Not a problem at all. So that's the thinking there. Plus I save a bit of money, then reinvest, and I've got a striker in Julian Alvarez, who has played already 2 lots of 90 minutes. Look at the fixtures they've got coming up: Sheffield United, Fulham, West Ham away, Notts Forest at home, Wolves away. Certainly up until game week 7, I'm hoping to jump on a triple City, or to just count as double City now, because Haaland doesn't really count. Gives me a double City in attack, Julian Alvarez, Foden, who I've already got, whose price will probably be rising this game week, and I like the look of that going into the game week. Gives me a 3-5-2 option, Udogi as my first sub, and then I've got Bayer and Mbama on the bench as well. Pickford will start. He's got Wolves at home. I did contemplate taking him out, but I just don't know who to bring him in for, to be honest with you. Bayer could well be Gusto within a week or two, a couple of weeks after this, but yeah, that's where I think I go. In terms of transfers moving forward, I'm looking at the following week. I will lose either a Saka or a Rashford. I think as it stands, for a Brian Mbuemo, possibly a Luis Diaz, possibly a Mitoma, but we shall see. That'll be next week's conundrum. I'll have a little bit more information going into that as well, but then basically one of those is releasing some funds for me in midfield to upgrade a Shaw, a Chilwell, possibly a Estupinian, basically to a Kieran Trippier. That's the plan anyway. Thanks very much for joining me. That's what I'm going to do. Unless you tell me before midnight tonight, because that's probably when I'll go to bed. I might be up a bit later. Unless you can convince me by the end of the night that I should not be doing that, and that's a terrible decision, Paul, then I reckon I will hit the button on that. When I do, I'll put it out on Twitter. So if you are interested, do follow me on Twitter. You can see my handle just below there, Paul Livesey at FPL_focus. Right, that's it. I'll speak to you later in the week, I'm sure. Take it easy. See you later.